Welcome to the MoistyVoice episode 42.
The dog just tried to lick my ear.
Yeah, he was excited for you.
I'm not excited for him.
Right? Dogs smell.
Just in general?
In general.
Okay.
I don't like dog smell.
Most
I hate
things smell.
slobber.
Yeah, that's it.
It's mostly slobber.
Mostly.
Slobber. Slobber, and then you
Cats
can just
smell
kind of...
nice.
Cats don't smell.
Cats smell.
The poop
When you
does.
put your nose right up against it when you get up.
That's litter.
They mostly just have the smell of your home.
They have
It's
the smell
mostly,
of your litter box.
just your home, and I tend to enjoy my home.
Home smell is good smell.
Is
usually.
your home a litter box?
No, man, they don't smell like... What is with you on litter?
It's
If your
litter.
cat smelled like litter, your cat was a dumbass cat.
Just rolling in there.
Yeah.
You know what? Olive was pretty stupid, and she did like to hang out inside the litter box.
Then that's an Olive problem.
You know what's stupider than rolling around in a litter box?
Using the word stupider.
No!
Throw it down, motherfucker.
Alright, that's fair. That's fair. No, I was gonna say, airing your conspiracy theories on national television when you're supposed to be representing a government agency.
I don't give a shit anymore.
Some guy, like a kid, like 20-something, I think he was working for the police station or like the sheriff's office or something.
Alright, okay.
They're interviewing after the Florida shooting, and he feels like that is the moment to accuse so many of the people who were at, like, students and teachers and just people at the shooting site
This
were
is the
actors.
perfect platform for me to expand my political agenda.
Yeah. So he's like, those were all crisis actors. They go from different crises to react a certain way so that the
Oh my
news can
God.
eat it up. I don't know
it's
how
like
far
those
he
stage
got,
videos
but
of people like flipping the water bottle and it lands on the table, and then all of a sudden the water bottle's a dildo and everybody gets blown backwards by the
No.
shockwave.
yeah, he decided that was the best thing to do. The sheriff's office fired him like immediately.
Yeah.
And now YouTube is actually pulled and is continuously pulling the news footage, which that part is weird. They're saying it like violates their terms of service, something about like bullying and harassment. So I haven't watched the interview because I don't really care to know, because I've heard this argument before and it's the same thing. It's like, this person was at 9/11 and at this school? What? And it's like this super blurry photo that just is like a generally 20-something blonde woman, and it's like, oh, same person.
And in the very
Actor.
background, there's just a guy in one of those shitty alien suits.
I love those.
Like, which one was it? Scary Movie 2?
Yeah.
The silver aliens that kick people in the balls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just so one of those, just in the background of every single conspiracy from now on. We need one.
But yeah, so he's been axed, and
Why
now
don't we
you
just
can't
put
even hear him.
Bayonetta
But
in every photo.
we should.
Instead of aliens, it's just like, but Bayonetta was there.
What's the link?
Well, the fact that there was an anime con and a whole bunch of people in cosplay came into my work a few days ago, and there was someone dressed as Bayonetta.
He's
What
just
stage Bayonetta?
Like, the stage of Bayonetta when you feel like you're not doing combo.
oh. I'm cosplaying as someone who doesn't know how to play Bayonetta.
I've never been to an expo or a convention, and I keep hearing about it,
Really?
and I just really want to go.
I'm amazed you really never
Never-
gone to Phoenix Comic Con
Never
or
gone to any of them.
wow.
You can just break into Phoenix Comic Con, and it's just...
It's a big convention center, and they really don't check for passes of any
They
variety.
check for weapons more than anything else. If you just kind of, like, hang a name tag from your thing and...
Yeah, I'm probably not allowed to bring that Keyblade, huh?
No, that's fair game. It can't have a sharpened point.
Nope. It cannot be a weapon of any kind.
because last year's bomb
Because of
pressing.
Phoenix.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
the shooter last year.
Yep.
Now, yeah, I think it like has to be basically buffer. No,
It
you
is-
can have some prop
You
weapons.
can have some props,
Okay.
but it is like crazy fucking limited.
Yeah, it's more or less like if it's
Is
not
it
a buffer or like a
Are you
club.
bringing a Nerf gun? Okay, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I
Where's
think
your
that's-
Nerf axe?
Yeah,
It has to be Nerf branded.
Soldier 76 cosplayers, not fair game anymore. We don't want you.
Your guns might be filled with prune juice or something. We don't know.
But yeah, no, they cracked
what's with
way the hell
curd
down.
juice?
It doesn't come out of clothes very easily.
Oh, that's mean.
That is mean.
Yeah, and you go to an anime expo like that, or a Comic-Con, that's
Ooh, there's a good... I want to, like, fill a shit ton of super soakers with red wine and just hope that the kids don't start drinking it once they figure it out, but then they'll go home and their parents will just want to kill themselves.
You've got half the crew which goes in with red wine, and the kids are all like, "Oh my god!" And then you've got a second crew that comes in with white wine, and they're like, "Oh, we're saved!"
They get shot, they're like, oh.
And then you reveal that
Cool.
it wasn't white wine; it's a Tide ad.
Oh, damn. Tide detergent in the super soakers. Give it to children.
You got two
See
guns,
what happens.
a red wine gun and a Tide gun.
They'll drink it.
It's for a commercial, just so
Yeah.
that you can show... how is that not an OxyClean commercial? They just have like a super soaker thing, and then Billy Mays comes out with a little piston full of OxyClean water, shooting people, and the stains just kind of like rinse off.
Maybe because it would trigger his PTSD.
That, you know, he was hopped up pretty bad.
That dude was next.
He
level.
didn't need to be in any level of tension or aggression. I mean, heck, he got on a plane and he was just like, "This is too much."
I like people that have problems.
They're the best kind of people.
Oh, well, I found more of those fucking sales things.
If you have a Switch, it's not 3DS games, right?
It's Switch games. So Switch
Nintendo
games,
eShop, a lot of good sales going on.
There's a whole bunch of EA games on sale on Amazon.
The Origins late winter sale.
Like, literally fucking every single VR game is on sale on PSN right now. And Batman VR is $12, Skyrim's $40,
It's
Doom is $20.
the week after Valentine's Day.
Yeah, you gotta masturbate somehow.
Yeah. Because everybody
Dragon
disappointed
Age
their
Game of the Year
significant other.
edition is $10. Mass Effect Andromeda, $10.
Too much.
Inquisition 1 Goaty?
Yeah.
From who?
Themselves.
Yeah.
They said, "We earned this," and then they put the stamp
I'm
on
not
the box.
disagreeing, because I mean, I've put 300 some hours into Inquisition.
100% will do that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you actually started your second 100% run?
No, because I did the first one when I was accidentally gay with Dorian off of your version of Inquisition, then I got it, and then I did my own.
Okay, so you have done 2 straight 100% runs of Mass Effect or Dragon Age Inquisition.
Yes.
Did you finally
But
get the plat?
I don't have the
No,
plat because
the relationship thing.
the first time I did it was on Michael's account and I got him a fuck ton of trophies. And the second time I did it, Scout Harding, though she is a relationship option, does not count as a valid relationship for the relationship trophy.
She wasn't a relationship option in the base game.
They need
She
to patch
was,
that.
man. There was enough. Trespasser just made it like hella valid.
They need to patch that so that she now qualifies. Like, just 2-3 years later, patch notes.
If they would.
Now
if
a valid.
They would. Because, oh my god, I don't want to go in and spend another 80 hours just to progress a relationship far enough to hit the trophy.
That's a long time.
It's,
You could
relationships
speedrun
last
it.
a long
If you just
time.
go on easy mode, you could probably speedrun it.
That makes sense.
You'll have that shiny plat.
I deserve that plat, man.
Unlike anyone on Monster Hunter World. Actually, I haven't
Still?
checked that in a few days.
I'll check it right now.
We'll find out if anybody on the planet has managed to
I don't
platinum
think
it.
it is, because there'd be a huge post about it. So
Somewhere
there's
on a
0.0.
Monster Hunter forum.
You know, it might just be the fact that it goes so far into the infinite.
No, the moment someone gets it, I'm pretty sure it goes into 0.1.
Okay. 0.01?
Well, I mean, like, they only show the first point.
Yeah, whatever the smallest unit is, it will tell you.
But, while we're waiting for that, for any visual listeners today, we're playing Grand Kingdom, which is a free PSN game for the month of February.
0.1.
Hey, somebody got the plat.
Yep.
Congrats!
Congrats, that guy. Or girl. Or snake person. Probably
Or
a snake
lizard
person.
He's
It's gotta be a
they're-
lizard person.
They're probably
Snakes can't play, they don't have arms.
They're probably asleep right now, so they won't hear this for like another 3 days until like they come out of their coma.
That's fair. Takes a really long time to get from the underground up to the surface world. Turn on YouTube, because you have to turn. They have a switch for YouTube.
Yeah,
they have to flip the YouTube switch. Then they gotta go to their favorite channel, the MoistyBoiz, and then listen to 11 minutes into a podcast.
Yeah, and then they're gonna get it.
But once they've done all that, congratulations, lizard person.
So the two the two things that are holding a lot of people back from the plats are the miniature crown master and the giant crown master.
That makes sense.
Because you have to get a gold crown for the biggest and a gold crown for the smallest.
Yep, so
which
you need
is
to...
a 25% size difference between how large and how small the monster is.
And the odds of it dropping are unknowable. It just might drop.
Yeah.
No, it's...
You just have to hope you spawn in enough times to hit really big monsters and really small monsters.
Well, no, you can... There's a way of knowing. A lot of monsters, you can just straight up throw a trap down and stand next to them and gauge their size.
Just lay down next to it, do one of your little animations like, nope, that's approximately 3 character models. Not enough.
I just do it by the height of the monster's leg or something.
They all look the same to me.
Just walk up to their leg and, oh look, I'm looking at the size of that leg and it looks like the spot on that leg's a couple pixels higher than my head.
We accidentally got that gold crown Lavasia.
Yeah, no, I found the way on the Lavasiots, actually, there's a spot on the leg where if your character's head is above it, it's a small monster. If your character's head is below it, it's the large one.
So are you hunting the plat for Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
to say, you know way too much about the models.
No, it's also been like 5 games in the making, so...
Fair enough, fair enough. What are you at?
I'm at 50% on the trophies, but that's mainly because I'm just working on the gold and silver crowns or the gold crowns right now.
Yeah, and that's.
I mean, the only thing that's really left is the arena quest, the birds.
Do all of them, yeah.
The arena quest, the birds, and then getting to rank 100.
Well, if you have a Street Fighter V save file, there's an event going on now, and then
It's a gold crown Baroth for free.
The Horizon Zero Dawn one comes out on the 23rd or something. Yeah, I think
That's
it's like
2
this
days.
Friday.
Yep.
So tomorrow or today or whenever this will
come out. You got Horizon Zero Dawn.
We're gonna go with the 23rd.
There is also an event quest running right now. I don't know when it ends, but it's 5 monsters.
It's fun.
And it has a really high drop rate on gold and silver or gold crowns.
It's pretty cool.
Alright.
Yeah, it's every large monster in the Ancient Forest.
Not every, but
all but one, I think.
Yeah.
All the
not
first ones.
Not Azure Rathalos.
So it's your Jagras, Puke, Anjanath,
Toby Kadachi,
and Raytheon.
Rathalos.
Oh, Rathalos? Okay.
That's the red one.
Nice.
And basically it has a very high chance of giving you actual crowns.
Though I think it's 50-minute... I don't know if it's one life.
It's
well,
50
all
minutes
super
for
reduced
lives.
HP, right?
Yeah, no, it cuts the HP of each one by a fifth. To a fifth.
That's like 1 super and you're done.
No, it's not. It's like, I think I do it in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
And that's namely just because I'm being dumb and not bringing good stuff.
Speaking of dinosaurs, Jurassic World.
Ow.
3!
Third movie already confirmed for June 2021.
Because there's so much going on in the second one.
Somebody might watch it. Who knows?
I'm not watching it.
I'm not seeing the second one.
Chris Pratt's ex-wife, Anna Faris, she might go see it.
Yeah, they got divorced.
But they're still
How dare
supportive.
she?
They're still very supportive.
Well,
so
it's because they have a kid, right?
I think they do. I don't know. I don't tabloid too often. But yeah, no. So she'll go see it, and Jeff Goldblum will go see it. I'm sure. There you go. That's 2 people. That's an audience of 2.
That's almost enough to fill up Chandler Fashion.
There you go. Yeah.
That's almost enough.
Nick is very upset.
I'm gonna take a moment to be totally unrelatable to anyone who doesn't live in Maricopa County, basically. Harkins, if you're listening, you done fucked up. Because basically we've got this local movie theater out here. They're fantastic. They're the best. Drinks are like $1.50 if you get a $5 cup at the start of the year. Popcorn is free for the entire year for $35. It's
30.
great. 30, yeah. It went up from 25 to 30. But no, it's fantastic. They do a lot of great stuff. They're awesome for the community. They run Phoenix Film Festival. They're just great.
They do a whole bunch of film festivals.
And now they remodeled one of their busiest and most popular theaters so that all of the theaters have recliner. They've basically turned it into an AMC, and they even have a hearing for a liquor license coming up. But they've turned it into an AMC. It went from being able to seat 414 people in a large amphitheater, give or take, and now it can only fit, I think it was 110.
The fuck?
There's 10 rows in the theater now. There used to be 18, now there's 10. The rows used to be on average 23 seats, now they're 15. Actually, a little less than 15 on average. So they quartered the capacity.
That's probably just because, for big releases, they're going to have it on more theaters then. But I just think the issue is...
They did that to all 25 theaters.
I'm fine with it, because as, movies go on for longer and they just have theaters running it that just have, no people showing up for, half the showings, it'll be fine. They don't lose as much.
Literally nothing happens for them, though. They didn't change the walls. All they did was rip out the seats and put in new seats. They have the same number of theaters. They still can only show the same number of films. They're still charging the same dollar amount, which even if they up the dollar to compensate for a 75% loss, you'd have to make your ticket price $20.
It makes it better for private parties.
That's all it's good for.
Yeah, that's all it does.
So for private parties and for people who reserve to put video games up on the screen...
That's $100 an hour.
Yeah, which
That
sounds about right.
Yeah.
If I were to just throw a number out there, that would probably be my guess. But yeah, so that's I guess who it's for, but there is literally no way they are not losing money on it. I won't go into it here because it's a whole thing, but every single possible thing that you run, they are losing money. And it just pisses me off because basically I went to go see Black Panther and every showing for the next 10 hours was sold out. Oh, that's right, they moved it to reserved seating. That's the other thing that pisses me the hell off. Movie theaters
they're just trying to imitate Japan.
Reserved seating is the most garbage thing that you can do to a movie theater.
I detest it.
It is trash. It is why I don't go to AMC or that other one up on... What's the one that screwed us on Godzilla?
Oh, shit. Was that Cinemark or something?
Yeah, Cinemark. Fuck them.
Cinemark is also banning large bags.
Fuck them.
You're not if your purse is too big, fuck you. You're hiding snacks.
If you bring...
You probably were, but fuck you.
If you bring food into a theater,
it's
fuck
not
you.
illegal to bring food in theaters.
No,
but they are
I'm not
banning
saying
large
snacks.
bags.
Snacks are fine. You want to bring your M&Ms or a water bottle, I don't care. I shit you not, I have had, 2 people behind me pull out fucking pasta, and the whole fucking row smelled like Alfredo sauce, and I wanted to throw up.
What is your spaghetti policy here?
It was disgusting.
Have you ever been to Alamo Drafthouse?
I haven't been, but there's one coming up near our work.
Oh.
Or my work, I guess, no. I don't know.
Really?
They're opening one in
Tempe.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
that's
the only
what
one
that
that I knew was the
fucking
one out in
box is.
Chandler. And it was just... So, fucking Alamo Drafthouse...
So it's like a bar and a restaurant and a theater, right?
Yeah, no, you go into the theater and you just eat your meal inside the theater.
See, I don't think I like that.
And because they do it like that, they can show TV shows.
That's interesting.
I don't care for that, man.
I
go to
would
the
do it
theater
once.
strictly for the popcorn. I'll do it once.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a literal one and done thing for me.
I think the smell is gonna bother me too much because they probably have better ventilation.
It's
but
much better.
I understand
Still.
people. There is a demand for a meal in a movie.
I'll get nachos every now and again. If I'm dying, I might get nachos or one of the $19 hot dogs,
If
whatever
I'm
it costs.
dying, I'll just get another 4 layers of butter on the popcorn.
Yeah, I still have a stain on the floor of my car from where that butter was sitting for not even 5 minutes.
Do some Tide, it'll take that right
Permanently.
It'll just remove the carpet as well.
It's perma oil. It's just part of the carpet now.
Okay.
It's powerful.
It's beautiful, man. You need to try it.
I'm gonna pass.
You're not. No, you don't need a pass. It's so good.
But yeah, no. So I've got gripes, and if they do that to every theater, I'm gonna have to start coming up with a new plan, because I don't want to have to buy my movie tickets like 4 days in advance. That's just annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's the worst thing. Until like they get better, they need to put in more theaters in that case.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it, more theaters, or honestly, just don't do the reserve seating. It's so trash.
No, they need to do the reserve seating. Otherwise,
So
how will
trash.
they know how public intentions are?
It kills me. I cried for a long time. Connor got a really long string of
did.
texts about me just bitching.
I don't blame him for it, but it was I could really feel the anger.
It was how many, bitter remarks can I get out before these trailers finish?
It was a lot of bitter remarks.
During the trailers.
Side note, Black Panther blowing everything out of the water. It's like crazy. The soundtrack is number 1 on the Billboard Top 200. It's got the best February release ever, best President's Day weekend release ever, 3rd or 4th highest weekend, I think, in history. Fun fact, in 4 days, it has, bless you,
Thank you.
made more money than Justice League did in its entire run.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised, but I just love that fact, because that's a lot of money.
Fucking Justice League.
It's a lot of money in 4 days, and not a lot of money in, 2 months. But yeah, no, so, good for them.
I didn't go see Justice League. I still haven't seen Black Panther
I'm
yet.
still hard boycott. I will never see Justice League.
I don't blame you.
I want to see Black Panther, but I can't yet because I'm doing a Marvel-thon with friends, and we're going to wrap it up with Ragnarok before we see Panther.
You're
and then
on
see...
Civil War now?
Actually, no, we fell behind.
Okay.
Because of a week or two. We are now about to do Winter Soldier.
Okay.
And then Guardians, then Age of Ultron.
Yep.
You know, I actually haven't seen 2 Marvel movies.
Which ones?
Iron Man 3 and Thor 2.
Those are, unarguably the worst ones.
And
so you're good.
I felt like I didn't miss anything. I just missed minor details.
You missed
No,
a
the
post-credit scene
only
on
thing
3.
You missed. No, 3 didn't matter with your goddamn. Thor: The Dark World introduced the Infinity Stone, the Aether, which the end scene put it in the collector's collection,
Mm-hmm.
which, because it got blown up in Guardians, is, as of right now, we don't know where it is, but that's where it was last spotted,
And
and it
that's
was the introduction of an Infinity Stone.
That was the...
Reality. Yep.
So that's the one that Thanos presumably has because of that.
Well, I forget which ones it shows in the trailer. But
I've been meaning to look through that, because they're all accounted for at the moment.
No.
And we know he has one.
No, there are 1, if not 2, that are still unaccounted for.
No,
we
so
got
there's...
Vision.
Vision has the Mind Stone. The
Adam
Tesseract
Warlock.
is with Loki.
Tesseract is the Space Stone. Loki currently has that.
Doctor Strange has the
Doctor
Time
Strange
Stone.
has the Eye of Agamotto.
Time Stone.
Yep.
Time. Wait.
It's time.
I don't know
Power
if that was
Stone
one
is
of
the other one.
original Infinity Stones. The purple one from Guardians was Power.
Yep, which that one is on the planet with
Which
Nova Corps.
was on Nova Corps, but is presumably no longer.
And then you've got Adam Warlock.
No, he's not
Warlock
a stone
doesn't
in this.
have one right now.
Not yet.
Well, it's the
Because he
sarcophagus.
normally has the Soul Stone, but I don't think that Guardians 2 had it on there.
I thought it did. I'm pretty sure that they had the
Let's
fucking...
pull up the
I'm
infographic.
checking this stuff.
You know there's like a dozen fan-made infographics on it.
But
You know,
while
I
we wait for me
believe-
to pull this up.
I do believe they're all good.
I was
Anyway.
about to just look up Power Stones, and I was going to get a completely different topic.
You know, the Soul Stone has still not been introduced on any level.
But there's only 5.
There's 6.
There's 6?
6 Infinity Stones.
Ow.
Let's see.
Yeah, there's 6. Because it's 1 on each knuckle and then 1 on the center.
That's right, the stupid center one.
There's a center one, and then actually the thumb one is the one that bothers me. The 4
Yeah,
knuckles
yeah.
in the center made sense, but the thumb way
Yeah,
offset
yeah.
doesn't.
Yeah, that's exactly the fucking point.
So yeah, we have the Tesseract,
With Loki.
which currently Loki, previous owners a lot. Yeah, it's best
Then
in a lot of hands. There's a Mind Stone,
Envision.
Vision. used to be in Loki's scepter.
Yep.
There is the Reality Stone, the Aether, which
Don't
was
know.
in the Collector's Museum, but...
Floating in space at this point.
Yeah, it has not actually been kind of shown.
Power
Power
Stone is
Stone,
still...
which is
no,
on
of course.
Xandar, Novacor,
Yep, so it is still there.
purple one. The Time Stone,
Doctor
Agamotto,
Strange's.
which is currently Doctor Strange inside the New York Sanctum.
Yeah.
And Soul Stone is unknown.
Soul Stone is
So they haven't done it at all. Okay. Well, I think it's probably fair to say he's going to come in with one, if not two.
I think he's going to come in with either power or reality.
He's going
You
to
can
have
just watch
power,
the
I
trailer
think.
to see which ones he's got in the glove.
I don't want... Alright, fine. Please continue while I watch a trailer silently.
Yeah, that's the best way to watch some of these trailers, unfortunately.
Well, unless you're on
I'm a
Pornhub,
fan.
because
I
we watched I watched the Marvel trailer on Pornhub.
What's his name? That's playing Thanos. He's also playing
Josh
Cable.
Brolin.
I really like Josh Brolin only because I saw Everest and I really enjoyed his performance in that. I've enjoyed him as an actor since, but they need to go back to who they used for Thanos for the second bit in Avengers.
Right?
Yeah.
I forget his name, but it was like some black extra basically that they used. Like, hey, can you play Thanos for a scene?
Yeah.
And that was infinitely better than what Brolin looks like as Thanos.
Well, I think a lot of that was
too
just...
orange.
Well, no, I think the reason that the color, if they had not changed the color, people would have been able to write off the fact that he slimmed down by like 50%.
He slimmed down so much.
But I believe he was mostly CG in those bits, and he's mostly practical, just for the sake of time and money.
Right.
So I understand why they slimmed him for that effect, but I don't know why they turned him into like this weird fleshy thing. It's creepy.
He needs to be purple.
Like he looks like if foreskin was a person. That is what I think every time I see him.
The Infinity War official trailer currently has 140 million views. So if you gave like $3 a view, that was what, like Justice League's lifetime earnings?
When your trailer alone makes more than other people's films. Damn. Yeah, no, Panther I think did like 200 plus mil total.
It was the 5th best opening
Ever.
Ever or in America?
I think it's ever.
Okay.
It trails behind the first Avengers, Force
Avengers is
Awakens.
third spot. I think Force Awakens is either second or fourth.
And then the other two I think are older. I don't think
I don't-
Avatar's one of them.
No, Avatar is lifetime, I think.
It's the highest lifetime earning right now. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't.
Titanic's up there for
Is
the
I wanna
lifetime.
fuck Tom Holland.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Well, that's the thing. Is James Cameron broke his own record when Avatar surpassed Titanic.
And sadly, fucking Alita Battle Angel isn't gonna break that record because he's postponing it half a year.
Yeah.
Just give me. I'm okay with the anime eyes. I don't give a shit, man. I just want to see.
Actually, if like the postponing is because the eyes weren't testing well and they reel them in, I'm gonna be furious.
I'm gonna be mad. I personally, I enjoyed the design.
Oh yeah.
I was behind it.
No, it's like one of my top trailers just for like getting me hyped for a film. Nails it. Just absolutely nails it. And it doesn't really do a whole lot. Like
it
it's
doesn't
not a
show like almost anything about the plot, and that's my favorite thing.
Mhm.
Is I've been going out of my way to avoid trailers for certain movies now because I want to go into them blind.
They just give you way too much.
Every trailer is just a full story trailer now.
Well, there's that fucking trailer on the PSN where it's just 10 full minutes of a movie.
That was alright. No, that was just 8 minutes.
Yeah, we
of
mentioned it last
What's his
week.
name? Cutting fucking Apocalypse.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
Poe Dameron.
Mhm.
Oscar Isaacs.
Ah.
Him just cutting a man open. That was weird as shit. But it's Natalie Portman, and it's also from the director-writer of Ex Machina.
Wait, is this Annihilation?
Annihilation.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I really want to see that.
Because I saw a poster for it the other day, and I was like, why does that sound familiar? And then
Yes,
I saw an
Pavel.
article about, like, people whitewashing in Annihilation, and I was like, why does that film sound so familiar?
Alright. He has power.
Okay.
He puts the blue in when he's given it by Loki, presumably.
Yeah.
And there's a scene where the scepter is being used to mind rape Vision.
Yeah, we know
So,
that's gonna happen.
He starts with power and
So the Soul Stone is still AWOL.
space. Soul is still
Well-
AWOL, but
If you look behind the blue stone, you see a little bit of purple.
yeah, no, the Power Stone is there. He has
Yeah,
power
power's
already.
purple.
He took it from
Oh.
Xandar.
Yeah, he starts with the purple, he gets the blue, and then he's going to get the yellow
So
when he
he
finishes.
has power in space. He will likely get mind, if not also time.
Yeah, I could see him getting time, and then I feel like maybe the second movie will be like a race for the Soul Stone or something. I don't know.
Don't the Celestials have that or some shit?
They should. Somebody really important should have it, and I'm actually going to be a little upset if it's just on an abandoned planet somewhere, or if it's just literally floating.
If the Fantastic Four aren't brought in because they always fucking deal
No,
with the
it's
Celestials.
gonna be there's a fight going on, and then it's a Stan Lee cameo, and he goes, "Oh man!" And then he drops a Soul Stone. He's like, "Oh no, I dropped my Magnum Soul Stone for my monster caliber."
Yeah, that's gonna happen. That's exactly it. Just Stanley's gonna drop the Soul Stone, and that's it. And then they kill him.
You know what? Killing Stan Lee would be the best thing they could do at this point.
'Cause
They don't have him
you know how
retire
they said
on
that
screen, they just gotta kill him.
someone in the like they said that someone's gonna die in Civil War.
It's not gonna be an event. It's Stan Lee.
Stanley just killed
Spoiler, Stan Lee dies in Infinity War.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly it.
Oh,
Just
man.
kill him off. He stops making cameos, and then they just Howard the Duck from that point on.
No. I will boycott the MCU if it's fucking Howard the Duck.
I'm
Howard
glad they
the
did
Duck
it once.
is gonna kill Stan Lee to take his place.
That I could see.
I'm a god
That I
now.
could see.
Yeah, no, that'll be like a whole running thing in the background. Is like moving forward, they're gonna have after credit scenes where you see Howard the Duck like plotting to kill someone. We don't know who. We think it's like Thanos or something. He's like, I'm gonna become a god, and then he kills Stan Lee.
It's just like 4 movies later, Stan Lee's doing a cameo, and Howard the Duck just runs in and stabs him.
Takes
Yeah,
his
it's 'cause
glasses.
the kids
puts
who've
them
been
on.
watching it for a while, they're old enough to understand that when someone gets stabbed, they die. And they're okay with it. The parents are okay with it because they're obviously letting their
God.
kids watch a movie where someone has died previously.
You know what? The MCU is the first children's movies to embrace death.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Also, sex. Fucking your lover's daughter.
Wait, what?
Who? Where?
Captain America
Oh.
with Agent, what's her name? Peggy's daughter.
Oh, yeah.
14.
I'm so with it.
I don't know.
I'm so with it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
If you outlive your lover, fuck their progeny.
I'm pretty sure that's a vampire thing.
That's
yeah.
how it works.
If they ever get like a mortal love interest, they just fuck down the family tree.
That's just the most incestuous thing you could ever do.
Oh, it's gonna get bad. Yeah.
Because, like, if you're the one that's, like, if you are the one that's doing the fucking, chances are that's your progeny.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like magic blood, so it
Yeah,
can't
no,
mutate.
maybe it's just Witcher 3, as an immortal, you're infertile.
Okay, yeah, no, I would have, no, it's
You're
not,
fucking
you're
someone
not
else's
infertile.
kid.
You say that you're infertile, but it's actually not. You just don't want to deal with
I just don't want to wear a condom as a vampire.
I don't want to deal with having to deal with
It's hard
immortals.
enough being a vampire.
I want to be the only immortal. It's just, didn't, like, fucking
That's
Van
true.
Helsing have that whole plot line where like, Dracula wasn't infertile, but
Actually-
all the babies were just born dead?
What you need to get a vasectomy if you're
That-
an immortal, because the only thing that can
That's
kill
a
you
thing.
is your future children. They're gonna become half immortal, like, demigod, demi-demon vampire killers, and they're gonna come after you.
See,
If
it's
your
like,
children are immortal, if you have like a jizz rag, do those sperm never die?
They just all through time.
if you
That's
accidentally flush,
disgusting.
if you wash it, that water's gonna get swept away. It can't be filtered out. They're coming through.
It's going in the city water. Someone's gonna fill a
Immaculate
bathtub.
pregnancy.
They're gonna get full, and there you
Immaculate
go.
pregnancy's happening.
Yep.
Is that how immaculate pregnancy actually
No.
happened?
Yep.
It's just God juiced in a bucket, and that water somehow made it to like Mary's bath.
He had an
water.
orgasm once, and it went into the central sewage.
Fucking, you're given sacraments Sunday noon. The body of Christ, the blood of Christ, gets out the jizz bucket. The progeny of Christ.
Would anyone like to be Christ's vessel this week? Squeezes turkey baster.
I imagine it's just like a loofah.
Now,
It's like
clench, wring Christ out in you.
Like just a big old sea sponge that they.
You know, I was talking with someone, and they said if we're not on some kind of a list yet for these videos,
Oh no,
someone's not doing their job.
We're on the Pope's list now.
we're definitely on the.
That was
Pope's
some grade A sacrilege.
That was we hit
okay,
the Pope
so
like half a year ago.
We've come full
No,
circle.
that was a
Because we got
compliment.
Vampire
That was a
Hunter
compliment.
Pope. We literally just came back to Immortal Vampire.
Our thing is Vampire
Immaculate
Hunters and the
Conception.
Pope.
It's just vampires cause Immaculate Conception.
And
The
this-
Pope is the world's best monster hunter.
At
Wait.
this point, if we're not writing a manga, we're doing it wrong.
It's a plot twist. You find out that the Pope has been hunting what he's been worshipping all along.
Oh my God!
God
The
was a
Pope is
vampire. God was a
I
vampire.
thought this jizz rag was from Jesus, but it was from Dracula.
Oh man.
God has been accidentally making vampires, and then he created an entire religion to kill off his progeny. Because they're too powerful.
Brilliant.
The patch notes said vampires need to be removed, and the Pope listened. The Pope retconned.
I really hope that when the Pope talks to God, like he's just sitting around on a computer, just hits F5 every few days, and then you see like patch notes, today's date, and then his list of things that he wants.
Another million deaths. Next.
He's gonna scroll through all the deaths and births, nothing important
All
here.
these unanswered prayers, not my business.
Oh man.
Is that you
What
think
are
that
the
God
winning
uses
lotto
patch
numbers?
God uses patch notes. No,
Okay.
actually, he's
Can you
notes? That was
through-
the last time he patched was the flood.
well, no,
Just
he's
rewrite the Bible into patch notes.
it's the worst kind. It's just like it'll be like
Server
Le-
reset via method flood
well, it'll be like Leviathan, fix some bugs.
made into
That's
small
it.
fish.
Fix some bugs.
Reduced size on Leviathan to make it more acceptable in player base.
Family update. Abel dead. Cain leveled up.
Nerfed Cain, buffed Abel. Oh man.
Added crit strike to David.
Oh man.
Needs further testing. Nerfed crit chance.
Increased crit damage, reduced crit chance, requires further testing.
Gays unbanned.
Some, like 2008. Gays unbanned. Sorry. Had this on the back burner for a while.
We wanted to make sure that the meta could handle this change. If gays become too strong in the meta, we will reban.
No, it just didn't make it through because he literally just kept forget pushing it into the new patch. So it's just been sitting there waiting, and he's like, "Well, people are already doing it." And
Turns
I
out this
don't
has
have to-
been good to
No.
go since like 1958.
It's been patched in. It's just he forgot to announce it.
Oh.
We didn't know. So obviously we ignored
People
it.
have just been testing the software,
The
seeing if
games-
it limits. Like,
well,
huh?
They were testing
gay-
the player strats of
I tried
GA.
out some gay, and it didn't just hard.
It didn't
bounce
brick
me.
It didn't break my computer. It didn't break my software.
I didn't have to log back in straight.
Oh great! Now I have to like go around outside, like jumping 18 times in every square foot to find which one is just going to like
One of
jump
them's
me
gonna-
forward
yeah.
50 years.
It's the trampoline. Just use the trampoline.
Magic trampoline.
Just magic trampoline.
Why is that not a thing yet? I don't think I've ever heard of a book or story
I've
where they
been
have
to
a magic
U-Bounce.
trampoline. U-Bounce was fun.
I
One of
hated it.
those is magic.
I watch a kid break both his arms into bounce.
Look, guys, I'm gonna do a sick flip. Bounces off the wall.
See, that
Breaks
was
arm.
God nerfing this child.
By
'Cause-
which I mean it wasn't in the same session. Okay, it was. We went there for a birthday, and this kid, it was Andrew's birthday,
Okay.
and sorry, way long ago.
Some
before
guy
I knew
named
it.
Andrew.
It was Andrew's birthday. We went to U-Bounce, and David was there, And David was cool, but he was Andrew's friend, so I didn't know him well. I didn't know a lot of Andrew's friends well, so I just kind of bounced on my own. I didn't like you bounce. Bouncing on your own is just boring as shit. You just sit there and do nothing.
Yeah.
But David tries to do this flip and lands and actually just fucking breaks his arm. Like, it isn't like hard bent or anything, but it is actually askew, and you can see that the bone is not straight.
Good God.
And that was a really weird experience.
Wait,
Fast
so
forward-
he landed how?
No, he landed like on his arm or something,
Okay,
and then
'cause I
flipped
imagine,
again
like,
onto the same arm.
I thought you
don't
were
know.
saying like he landed his bounce. Like I just see like bounce, does a flip, bounce, just arm snap.
Immediately.
It's just a Monster Hunter style
Bounce
break.
wrong, yeah.
Just like tap it with a sword and shield. Just, ah!
Fast forward 4 months, and we go to
He
Shit,
goes
what
to
was
like
her
you
name?
bounce again. This is like round 2, motherfucker.
No, it was start with a D. I don't know, but he had a
Same
brace
concept.
on.
Okay.
Like because he had to cast for the months, and he had got surgery. But apparently he was good enough to just have a brace at this point. I don't
Okay.
know how long it takes to heal an arm. I don't know if 4 months was good.
Yeah, I don't
5,
know.
6 months typically.
I don't know.
Okay.
It's 4 to 5 really.
If you got
As a kid,
strong
Is it-
bones, a lot of milk,
a lot of milk.
4 months.
But he had a brace on, and we're in U-Bounce and we're having a great time. And this is actually like we're there maybe 2.5 hours, and nothing bad happens. We're just like I have more people I know there, so I'm enjoying it this time.
There we go.
We go, we eat cake, we bounce some more, and then they're like, "All right, guys, let's wrap it up." Parents are coming to pick us up, and that's when he breaks his other arm.
One last bounce.
It was like at the end, we had maybe 5 more minutes, and he just manages to fuck it up, and he broke his other arm.
I like to imagine he was
Is
just,
he just banned
casually
for
bouncing
trampolines?
back to the.
I never saw
entrance.
you bounce again, but to be fair, I only went to one more party
Okay,
there.
so what is U-Bounce?
So it's
all
trampolines
trampoline.
everywhere.
I just
On the walls at 45-degree angles. Sometimes
like
there's like they've got like an area where you can play like dodgeball. So they got the little like gopher balls or whatever, and they've got like hoops I think in there too. But yeah, so then you've got that little setup. But yeah, it's just like a giant L shape because there's a corner at some point, and in between trampolines is just foam padding. But yeah, trampoline floors, trampoline walls at an angle. That's it.
okay. I just want to make sure that people knew what U-Bounce was.
It's just a giant the entire surface is trampolines, but if you fuck it up, you can hurt yourself because the foam padding isn't always really up to
that's
par.
where
Yeah,
the coils and all that.
I have been there once, not to bounce, but to do emergency first response training.
Oh, nice.
So
It was
funny-
on David actually.
But a connected story. I've known someone who's broken their arm in a really dumb way. We used to live on a golf course back in Mexico. We had a golf
Okay.
cart. So my dad would drive around, I would drive the golf cart, and so I stopped the golf cart and was like, okay, we're gonna go just pick up our balls because it's starting to rain. So we're driving the golf cart. My sister sees me kind of like hop off really quick, grab the ball, and get back onto the golf cart while it's still moving. She decides, I'm gonna try that. So she jumps off the golf cart, just lands on her arm and breaks it. Like,
I'm gonna try
1
that.
foot jump, just
literally
whoa.
jump off the golf cart while it's moving like 5 miles an hour, breaks her right arm.
See, that's why you gotta tuck when you roll. You gotta tuck.
No, like it's like lands on legs, goes onto arm, and breaks arm.
The jam for the
I'll use
bushes.
my arms to brace my fall. Snap.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So that's the only reason why I know why people have casts on is because my sister broke her fucking arm falling off a golf cart.
I should have broken a
don't-
lot of
so,
bones,
like, when
but
you,
I haven't.
You can't take a shower or wear a bath and get the cast wet.
Yeah.
So like what we ended up doing was just put like bread bags on top of her arm. So like whenever she was gonna go like get in the bath, just had to like duct tape a bread bag to her arm.
No, you gotta go more crazy. You need to put like a cardboard box that's the length of her arm, put in some like foam cushioning to like seal the entrance and exit where the arm is, fill that with a shit ton more cardboard boxes. In between each is like a plastic bag, and she's just got this impenetrable trash arm.
I remember. No. I remember that now. Andrew, way back when, had also he broke his hand later after this event, unrelated to U-Bounce.
Jerking it too hard, it happens.
Oh no, I didn't. He was kind of trash, but he had a cast, and he described that his family would saran wrap his hand so that he would be able to shower. I forgot that because I don't care about it. But I just remember that you had to actually wrap
They
casts.
could have saved a
Yeah,
lot of
because
saran wrap. They
the
could have
way
just
they-
put his hand in a bread bag,
No,
rubber banded it off.
Casts are literally just pieces of cloth that have been glued together.
Yeah,
right?
they just come apart, right?
Yeah, once you get them wet, they start peeling off.
It's like paper mache.
But like
basically.
what they actually do to fully remove a cast is they take a buzzsaw at
Yeah,
it.
and they just.
Yeah, and then it smells like disgusting.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Pierce has had that. Yeah, it's fucking gross. He has a scar like from here to here on his arm.
From the buzzsaw?
From no surgery. They put in like metal plates and shit.
Oh, I was kind of
Because he
hoping
got
they
hit by a
like
buzzsaw.
they went in a little too far and they were just like.
No, he got into a
"Whoa."
fight with a vampire, and he's like, "You're not gonna steal my fucking."
Isn't it
secret."
like
I
that
don't
saw
remember
can't
what
cut
happened. I
skin,
think
right?
He got hit by a car.
Those saws can't cut skin, right?
Yes, they can.
I thought there was like a thing where they
Why
like
don't you know if your
I
brother?
just
got
don't
hit by-
remember. I think it might have been he got hit by a car, but I just
car accidents just happen.
sometimes you just get hit.
No, because I remember you telling me he got hit by a car. I don't remember being told that he had surgery or anything.
Was he hit by a car? Was that it?
Yes, you told me he got hit by a car.
Thank you for remembering.
He has
got hit
broken
by a
an
car.
arm.
This is like 2 or 3 years
It was
ago.
a while ago.
It was like 3 years ago.
Why would I remember?
Why do I remember?
So when you know about your brother, he was hit by a car, and possibly related, he has had a broken arm that required some intensive surgery.
I don't ask questions.
Possibly related. They
don't-
might have happened around the same time.
I guess.
He was in
sorry.
between the ages of like 12 and 18 when it happened.
All right, I need counseling for this, so I'm get hard segues out of whatever this.
Well,
Because I feel
speaking-
like I'm being attacked here.
You kind of are.
No, I did nothing wrong.
If anything, the driver did something wrong.
Yeah, fair point.
He wasn't driving.
Have you had any dreams recently?
Yes.
Yes, which is very rare for me.
All right, what have they been like?
This might be like some kind of weird, wacky thing now.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I know
It
that
can
I
be
had
hard
one.
to remember a dream if you don't regularly try to.
Yeah, I get like one every month usually.
Gotcha.
So
You're just like Samantha then. Samantha has her dreams in third person on top of it, so it gets a lot worse.
I rarely remember them, unfortunately. Okay, we'll assume it was like a really hot and heavy sex scene, like me and I don't know, like the Anjanath or something.
All right, okay,
You're just getting plowed.
I'm just getting
I've seen
hard
the
plowed
pictures
by a
Sid has
T-Rex. Hard plowed by a T-Rex. We'll go with that was my dream.
Your dream.
Okay. So, when was the last time you heard the name Mega Man?
You,
Uh,
like 4 months ago.
When we were talking about which Mega Man they would put into Marvel v Capcom.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, I had a dream that I was Mega Man from Mega Man Battle Network 5.
Wow.
Yeah! That's specific! Because there was some weird Cyber Beast fusion shit going on in my dream. I had no fucking clue what was happening. All I know is I had the little gun on my hand and some wind cannon chips, and I was just blowing people off of cliffs.
It's a very Michael dream.
It's a very Michael dream.
Yeah, this was last night.
Okay.
And I wish I could have Connor dreams.
Right?
So
Alright,
yeah,
so what,
so
what, is,
Connor.
what have you been having repeatedly?
Alright, no, last night,
Okay.
I won't get into. I'll give a couple keywords, but if I describe it, I'll be incredibly uncomfortable. But it made the other night look like a fucking paradise. But last night was something about Spider-Man, the French Revolution, a second Elon Musk that somehow surpasses Elon Musk in this timeline if we didn't go back and shoot him. And Spider-Man was also the king, and it ended up somehow being a wet dream at some point.
And he's the sheriff, and I'm out here.
The
That
Spider-Man wet dream.
there
So,
was a lot
who was
to
the
it, man.
subject of the wet dream?
I don't know.
Spider-Man was the king, that's all I remember.
Spider-Man was the king, and then he also wasn't the king at some point.
Was
And
you
then
the
there was
false
a French
queen?
Revolution, and if you didn't kill the guy in the French Revolution, you would grow up to create a greater space company than Elon Musk and kill Elon Musk.
So wait,
Oh man.
second Elon Musk was in the French Revolution, or first
Second was in the
third person?
Revolution. If you don't kill him,
Second
he
one was in the
surpasses Elon
Revolution
Musk.
that then somehow time skipped to become greater than Musk.
Okay, so you had to go back in time with Spider-Man, and Spider-Man
Nope,
accidentally
not
was
back
already
in time.
there.
French
Okay.
Revolution just happened again now.
Right now.
But it was still like...
The French Revolution came forward in time.
It was weird, man. I'm talking like fucking cobblestone walls. We were using World War II like submachine guns.
Okay.
I wasn't Spider-Man at that point, but I was again later.
Alright, so what was the night before?
So the night before, I was talking to Michael about this.
I love this.
Now, to preface all this, I used to take melatonin as a sleep aid.
Yeah.
One, because I used to dream more, but it stopped at some point, and I enjoy dreaming because all of my dreams are really vivid.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to try to write them down. But I have stopped taking melatonin because it has stopped helping me get to sleep, but instead just ensures I stay asleep. So if I take melatonin, I have a guaranteed at least like 8 hours of just sleep. I won't wake up.
At that point, you might as well just chug NyQuil.
But I haven't taken that in months.
Okay.
So the past couple of days for me to have this level of vivid dreaming has been very out of place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the night before last was an Anakin / Ahsoka fanfic that I lived. That, now mind you, this was both first and in some places third person.
Alright, hold up. Hayden Christensen or Clone Wars Anakin?
Clone Wars.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Anakin Ahsoka.
Okay.
But more lifelike. It wasn't like in that animation style.
No,
It was like bad porn parody.
I just needed to know if it was Trash Anakin or Weird Anakin. So it was...
Wait, which
Trash
one's which?
Anakin is Christian, or...
Hayden Christensen.
Thank you.
Christian Haydenson.
Yep.
Everybody gets that messed up. No, I was I was sometimes Anakin, and I was sometimes third person omnipotent watching Anakin, but still kind of Anakin.
Never Ahsoka?
Never Ahsoka, no.
Shame.
So it
one thing really
opens. I'm in first person. I am Anakin, and Ahsoka and I are like, we're getting it on. We're making the fuck out on like some separatist ship or another.
Noise.
And then Count Dooku walks in, except this Count Dooku. This is later in the dream. There's a Count Dooku earlier.
Okay.
This is the second Count Dooku. Second Count Dooku walks in, and this Count Dooku is like still with the Jedi Order, and he's like our superior, and obviously we can't do that in the Jedi Order.
Yeah.
So we like immediately, and we're like, oh hey Count Dooku, what's up? And he's like walking along or whatever. He's like, hey, you guys should come over here, and we're like, oh yeah, we'll be right there. And then third person, watching Anakin, he just like grabs Ahsoka's ass, and she's like, no, not here, Count Dooku. And this, I've never read Ahsoka Anakin fanfic.
That sounds like exactly what it would be, though.
But it was so just like Anakin was hard horny, and she's like, no, we'll get in trouble.
You need to write this and put it on
was-
fanfic.net, because you've got like a front page quality.
There was so much going on.
But my favorite part was
We
with
haven't
the
gotten
third
into
Count Dooku.
There were 3 Count Dookus, all of them independent and existing simultaneously.
Okay.
The first Count Dooku, I think
Was
we
normal?
killed.
So he was normal Dooku.
So normal Dooku got killed.
No, third one was normal Dooku.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Second Dooku was good Dooku, somehow our boss Dooku.
Yeah.
Later, after we're done, like, I guess, like, kind of just dry grinding? I don't know what's going on. But some point ahead, it's a little foggy
Just
between...
doing one of these to the head tails.
I ignored the head tails. Luckily, Anakin ignored the head tails. I wasn't into the head tails. Of everything about this uncomfortable experience, I was glad it did not involve the head tails.
Okay.
That I can remember, because there are some foggy bits.
Okay.
But, so, some foggy bits, skip ahead, there's Count Dooku 3.
Yeah, normal
And
Dooku.
he's normal evil Dooku, and he's doing stuff.
Okay.
Count Dooku 2 is on some ship somewhere, I guess, maybe fighting him, I don't know. But, like, at this point, I step out of Anakin, and I'm kind of watching it almost as if I'm looking down in, like, a box, and I'm watching some sort of weird holographic board game go on.
Okay, that's dope as hell.
Okay.
And I'm talking to someone that doesn't have a body, but is a person, and we're talking, and I'm now, like, some sort of narrator. I'm like, but obviously you can see that when George Lucas... like, obviously when
I just
you
giving
can see
commentary.
when George Lucas implemented the third Count Dooku, he had lost all semblance of a sane timeline, and that the movies no longer lined up with the show, and that none of the characters actually stayed true to their original selves. And we're sitting here having an argument about how the different Dookus influenced the Clone Wars and Star Wars as a whole, and how crazy Lucas was, because this was Star Wars, whereas there were 3 Dookus. And that was just a thing.
Well, no. What if Dooku were triplets?
No, 3 different Dookus.
No.
All the same Dooku.
It's the same person. They're triplets. They just all got shipped off to different orphanages. Think about it.
No.
Put that in your pipe and vape it.
But he and I are arguing, and we're like, George Lucas was so wrong about this. He's like, no, but the third Dooku obviously rectified the mistakes of the second Dooku. And I'm just...
What mistakes of the second Dooku? He was the
He's a
good
good
Dooku.
guy. No, that's the problem. You need a good villain.
It was so weird, man.
So you've gotten...
And then it goes back,
So-
and it's just Ahsoka
Yeah.
and I, like, I think fucking at that point. Like, because Count Dooku 2 had left the room, and we could finally get it on.
So, okay, so Dooku 3 was normal Dooku. Dooku 2 was good Dooku. Dooku 1, bad Dooku?
Dead Dooku.
Dead
Dooku 1 was it was dead Dooku, but I don't remember what that Dooku was about.
He
because
clearly
we killed
didn't
him.
matter.
Could have been the bad Dooku.
Ahsoka shot him.
Yeah, so bad Dooku. So you have neutral Dooku, then Dooku's that split out from him, like, they split good and evil from Dooku.
I didn't want to mention the details of the first Dooku, because it doesn't line up with the rest of it. But
It doesn't line up with the rest of it.
Once you...
Once you
no.
take it in the third Dooku,
You get some continuity
that's when
errors.
everything gets thrown out the window.
There's plot
the
holes.
third Dooku throws everything out of the window because once the third Dooku is introduced, the reason that the first Dooku gets shot doesn't matter.
I mean, thematically, alright?
Thematically, the third Dooku retcons the death of the first Dooku.
No, it's not a linear. It's a in reverse. You watch the film, and then at some point, you remember
Have
first
you ever thought
Dooku
about
just
writing
happening.
for Rockstar? They need people to make their films
Why wasn't he called Duke Dooku?
Dooku.
because they're not idiots.
Excuse me.
What is his first
Three
name?
Count Dooku George Lucas begs to differ.
Oh my god. What if you didn't get far enough in the dream, but there's a fourth Dooku.
No,
Dooku.
I have a history.
Lord of the Dooku family.
I have a history of continuing dreams months later, and I pray to God that I don't continue this one.
I want to
want
know.
you to continue it so I can hear about Duke
The
Dooku,
longest
Herald of the Dooku family.
The longest I've had a dream go is actually 4 sessions, and that was across like 2 years.
Damn.
I remember that dream, and I don't want to.
Well, in 6 months, I want to know where this goes.
If this one continues, I'll be sure to let you know. But Jesus was living
Jesus
a
was
fanfic
there?
is the worst thing.
Okay.
She shot Dooku.
Oh,
They
man.
just shot possibly neutral evil Dooku.
She shot chaotic neutral Dooku!
All that was left when you shot chaotic neutral
She
Dooku
was supposed to
was
bring balance to the Dookus.
You had lawful good Dooku,
And you
chaotic evil Dooku, and she shot chaotic neutral Dooku.
Fuck.
Going back, though, yeah, thank God he was a count and not a duke.
That would have been some Duke Dooku would have been great.
Dookum.
They need a Duchess Dooku. Never reference that somewhere in the galaxy
Duchess
there's
Ventress?
a Duke Dooku, but just there's a Duchess Dooku, and
There-
we just
there-
get to assume that there's a Duke Dooku.
The only Duchess in Clone Wars was the one Obi-Wan was trying to fuck on Mandalore.
That's a good Duchess to fuck.
It was a good Duchess.
Okay, so I've only ever had one dream that has had multiple parts to it, and it just keeps showing up. And it's just a tragedy of just Michael's fucking up and can't do anything.
Oh, you made it sad.
Yeah, it's like
Please
literally
continue.
I have just dreams of just failure. And I just have, like, so I have any power at my disposal in my mind.
It's weird
And,
because
and I just cannot succeed at anything I do. So people die, shit gets broken to pieces, and it's just this massive long thing.
it's really
I've
strange.
died, but because of mind powers, I've come back to life.
If you actually take the
And, like, it
3D
always ends in my
camera,
death.
if you take the 3D camera that's in the dream, like your perspective, and you kind of like look up, you see like a thousands of feet tall Michael's dad just standing like this, looking over all of.
The problem is he can't look down at me because his belly's too
No,
big.
the problem is that he's looking up, but the face is fogged because he doesn't know who it is.
Oh!
Foggy face,
Oh.
just an upset male
We talked
figure.
about that on the podcast.
Did we?
I don't think
Michael doesn't know his dad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so my
No,
sis-
wait, yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, your
My-
DNA results came back, and
my
you don't
dad-
have a father.
Yeah, I don't. Like, my dad is not on the list.
And you're
of-
barely related to your mother?
No, I'm related to my mom.
He's
Okay.
related to his mom.
I'm barely related to my
your
sister,
sister.
and I'm not.
Which
related
only
to my dad.
reinforces the
Yeah.
dad clause.
The dad clause.
We need to... This is going to be our next series, is the
I
daddy
was
clause.
trying to pitch Santa Claus 4.
It's the daddy clause.
The Daddy Claus.
So my dad is Santa Claus?
He could be.
Is that why I have all these weird ideas on how to make things?
Because the second one is that the kid doesn't believe in Santa Claus and he becomes a brat.
Yeah.
The fourth one is that he has to succeed the family business.
Yeah, he's got to
Daddy
become
Claus.
the new...
I have to take up the
Santa's son
farming.
has to become the new
I have
Santa,
to take
the
up
Daddy Claus.
Highlander.
I have to take up the selling of converted natural gas and converted natural gas accessories.
Yep. The only recurring dream I think I ever had, which is difficult because I have memory problems in general, but I know when I was a kid, I had this little toy, and I don't know what it was from or really much about it. It was a reptilian-ish... Okay, so it was anthropomorphic.
It was the alien from Men in Black from Burger King toys that had the squishy stomach.
No, it was anthropomorphic. It was
Good
lizard-like.
guess, but no.
It was black. And I'm trying to think of like a creature that could even represent it, but I want to say dinosaur, but like humanoid and way too skinny.
Gargoyle?
Black, kind of slippery. Probably, like, the figure, you can imagine, it was probably, like, the size of a building. I called it Godzilla because I didn't know what it was. Purple basketball shorts with silver lightning bolts on the side.
Bro, I think you had, like, a demon voodoo doll as a child.
Might have.
Okay,
But I had a
okay,
dream
Nick?
where that thing was just, like, multiple dreams, bless you, where that thing was just, like, destroying the city, and it was just, you know, like, from ages, like, 4 to 13, maybe. So at that respective age, just dealing with that. And it was usually just like your generic monster movie, but it was like if they were to like take Godzilla, you just pull a random 6-year-old and it's like, what are they doing? They're probably freaking out and running around and just trying to make sense. Like, it's no interesting things really going on other than just a really confused child.
Did it have wings?
But for some, no, it was
Keep looking for those basketball shorts.
one of these days I'm gonna find it. But you would think that because of those shorts, it would be pretty easy to remember, but I don't know. It's reptilian-ish, had those shorts, kind of big, lizardy, super weird. But I had a dream where that thing was fucking up. It wasn't even like Phoenix or Chandler, just some city somewhere that I lived in. But my home was there, like my house property was there, because I remember that like always came up. So that's the only recurring dream I've ever had. And honestly, if I ever find, like, one of these days, I'm going to be, like, at an antique mall or something, and that's just going to be in, like, the bulk toys, and I'm going to buy it. I'm going to, like, put it in a case. It's going to be, like, the centerpiece to my home. I will need it.
Okay. You remember that old fucking website where it's, like, Akinator or something?
Yes, the genie.
Yeah. Use that and see if you can figure
He
out...
always guesses porn star. It doesn't work.
Is that what you're thinking
Maybe
of?
if you stop thinking about porn stars.
Are you thinking of Ahsoka? No!
Oh.
But no, I want you to try to use Akinator and see if it can figure out the toy. Because it's fucking been on point for me.
Hopefully it works.
It might.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm gonna start this new. I'm gonna start writing down any dreams I have, and that's gonna be a new segment.
Just dream journal.
Dream journal.
Connor's dream journal. If I ever have a dream that isn't just overtly sexual, I'll make sure to bring it up.
Even if it is overtly sexual, make sure to bring it up.
I want to hear about it.
You're not in
Okay,
them
well-
usually. You might be now, I don't know. Maybe you've messed me up.
Well,
Or fixed me, I don't know.
speaking of getting fixed, I feel like we saved the episode. This has been episode 42.
The MoistyVoice.
Look forward to future Dreamcasts. Non-trademark Sega.
Yeah, we're gonna make a separate
Dream
show.
Space Cast.
We're gonna call it the Dream Voice.
No, it's like
The Wet Dream!
where they say wheel of money. It's gave you dream. Cast.
Or we can just call it the Wet Dream Cast.
The Wet Dreamcast.
I don't like wet dreams.
I'm gonna pitch that to Sega circa 1998.
Who
So we
wants
take
to
a
wake up with
Dreamcast.
that? Do you?
What? Just wake up with a Wet Dream Cast in my room? Yeah?
Anyway, check us out on iTunes, Google Play Store, Stitcher, all your favorite things, SoundCloud, lock and subscribe, and visit us on Patreon if you like what we're doing, and if you want to give Connor money to have dreams. If you pay him...
fake me onto Anakin, I'll pay you money.
Okay.
There's enough footage for it, I think.
There's gotta be. There's footage of me
Well, no,
topless.
it's gotta
Don't
be-
use my body, just the face. I want,
Just the
I
face.
want Clone Wars.
I don't know if there's
body.
enough footage. Like, there's
He's
enough
tan.
footage, but I don't know if we've gotten like from different angles or high enough quality.
You know what?
I'll just
it'll work.
rotate a lot next session.
Next podcast,
You'll-
just
you'll
do
get
one
all
of
of it.
these.
Ah, just whip my neck around.